Ah yes, the end of the year. Every YouTube personality and their mom is trying to sell you something. So yeah, in good fashion, here's my version also. Just the top things I bought this year that honestly actually made my life easier on set and my work a little more fulfilling. First up are my 3-core SWX Nano V150 batteries. I needed to upgrade my batteries at the beginning of the year because I had been running some 98 watt-hour core batteries for a few years now, and they were great. Honestly, no complaints at all, but I knew it was time. I was still able to get good money for them, which helped justify the upgrade, and I landed on these mainly because of the size and capacity. These things are tiny. I can fit 3 of them easily into my hard case with all my other gear, and that alone was a huge win for me. 3 batteries will last me quite a while too. If it's a heavy day and I'm powering both my camera and monitor for 8+ hours, I'll usually burn through 2 and maybe start sipping off a third near the end of the day. I would honestly love to have one more just as a backup, just in case, like if I want to power a light or, something else, need to charge my drone on the go, something like that. Another big reason I like these is the built-in ports. They have both USB Type A and USB-C, so you can power external accessories or charge devices directly from the battery. And you can also charge the batteries themselves over USB-C. When I have to pack light and don't want to bring a big charger, I just throw a power brick and a cable in my bag, and it makes charging on the go super easy, even in your slightly sketchy hotel room. The Core SWX Nano V150 batteries are a really solid purchase for me this year. I've been through a lot of monitors trying to find the right fit. I've gone from 7-inch back to 5-inch, from Atomos back to SmallHD, and honestly everything in between, a few in between. I tried the Ultra 7 when it came out, and I honestly loved it, but it was heavy, like really, really heavy. It was a pain to mount and run around with all day. If you're on sticks all day, get a 7-inch monitor all day long. But if you need to be mobile and also set up interviews, I highly recommend the 5-inch or an Ultra 5 or a 5-inch monitor in general. This specific one, the Ultra 5, it's super bright, and the quick buttons make switching between tools incredibly easy. I use Cine EL Zone every single time I'm filming, and it makes getting great exposure basically effortless. I still love a 7-inch monitor, but the 5-inch has been really good to me, and I think I'm sticking with it long term. I may even grab another one for a B-cam or a gimbal setup. We'll see. They're kind of expensive. It's a great tool in the field, and it works for a lot of different shooting scenarios. I could see maybe a Cine 5 or another smart monitor from them. We'll see. Number 3, the Bright Tangerine Hard Matte Set. Quick question, real fast. Did you know that the matte box on the front of your lens isn't really doing what it's supposed to do without these? Just telling you. These are hard mattes that slide into the matte box using the little tabs. There's a little area that these slide into, and they're specific to certain focal ranges. Their job is to protect your lens from flare and help maintain proper contrast. And yes, they actually make a noticeable difference. I don't know why I didn't pick these up sooner, because once you start using them, you honestly realize how much cleaner your image looks. These are absolutely one of those buy once items that you never really have to think about again. The ones I'm using here specifically are from Bright Tangerine, and they fit both the Misfit Kick and the RA Light matte box system. There are a ton of options out there though, in different sizes and from different brands. This specific one run around $150. But if you're running a cheaper matte box, you can find options anywhere from $15 and up. I've even seen some people 3D print them, which is kind of awesome because then it becomes even cheaper. No matter what matte box you're using, I really recommend picking up a set. You will honestly see your image quality improve immediately. All right, number 4 is the Sanken COS 11D. This might be my favorite purchase of 2025. I was really craving better audio for interviews and talking head work. I always boom the shot when I can, and I record everything externally to my F6 or my Tentacle Track E. I've been using the Sony ECM 77B, this guy right here, which is a great lav and has a super long lead that makes it easy to monitor audio at the camera even while recording externally. The issue with that is you can't have somebody walking and talking with a Zoom F6 hanging off the back of them. And the audio that I was getting out of my Tentacle Sync E with the standard Tentacle microphones wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't hitting the caliber that I was looking for. And I wanted 2 things. 1, something smaller that I could hide more easily. And 2, something that just sounded much better than my options that I currently have or had, and enter the Sanken COS 11D. I asked the guys who shoot dirt, that show from Huckberry, what audio setup they were running. This was the lav they all used. That honestly was enough for me. I said, all right, done. I'm ordering it. Let's get it coming. and it's been a game changer. I love the sound, how easy it is to hide, and how professional it feels to use. It's one of those purchases I didn't really want to make at first. That's kind of what 2025 was really about for me. I wasn't buying lenses or camera bodies. I really wanted to level up my audio and lighting, and this was a big step in that direction. All right, so to show you how the Sanken COS 11D sounds, I'm gonna give you an ad read on my Tentacle Sync E recorder. This is 32-bit float, and you can honestly hear how it sounds as if you were laving up somebody. Have you ever been on set and you don't know what white balance to go off of? Well, in steps my new app, Cine White Balance. And you're seeing it right now, actually, showing you how I white balance this scene right here. I have my camera set to 5,000 Kelvin, and you can see I'll set a reference, lock my white balance. So that's showing you right there that we have a 5,000 Kelvin light source pointing at me. And then we can go into our camera white balance guide. And this will show you the settings that I put into my FX6. It says Sony FX6, FX9, cinema line, tint +6, pick a memory, A or B, white balance, set color temp to 5,000 or your nearest, and then set tint to +6 as a starting point. We also added a couple new features. From your home screen, you now have the ability to see your last reference point, which I think is pretty nice to have, especially if you're walking around a lot and you tag one room, you walk into another room, and you set your white balance, you want to go back to that outside. All you have to do is go back to your home screen and see your last reference point that you had. There's also a feature in your control center. You're able to find it in there as well, which is just a quick hit to open up Cine White Balance. So yeah, Cine White Balance. It's a great tool. There's a lot of cool features inside of it that make it easier for everyone to use. And like I said before, version 2 is out now. Pick it up if you'd like to. So yeah, you can see how good the Sanken COS 11D sounds. You tell me what you like better down in the comments. Let me know. This is both 32-bit float, one off of my Zoom F6 and the other off of my Tentacle Sync E recorder. Number 5 is the Apple Mac Studio. I've been running a 16-inch M1 MacBook Pro with 32 gigs of RAM for about 5 years now. And honestly, that laptop might be the best investment I may have ever made. It's paid for itself 1,000 times over. But I started running into issues with big After Effects projects, running multiple creative apps at once, and chewing through heavy edits. I've been dealing with it for a while because the laptop still worked and I didn't really want to upgrade. Then I found this little thing called Black Friday and a deal on a specific M4 Mac Studio, and I couldn't pass it up. I went with 128 gigs of memory and a 4TB hard drive. And man, it feels so good to have a desktop again. I think the biggest thing I missed was having all the ports. I can offload multiple hard drives and memory cards at the same time instead of waiting for one to finish, ejecting it, and starting all over again. And it absolutely flies through After Effects, and I can run multiple creative apps without even thinking about it. To my surprise though, it's not the biggest leap from the MacBook Pro, which is saying a lot about the MacBook Pro M1 Max. Pretty crazy considering that laptop is 5 years old. But every performance gain matters, and it also frees my laptop from living on my desk, which is great when I want to work somewhere else or from the couch or something, you know. So far, I'm really happy with it and excited to push it harder in 2026. Number 6 is my Matthews RoadFlag Floppy 48x48. I've been using black blankets, 5-in-1 reflectors, and a bunch of other workarounds to create negative fill for a long time. I always wanted a proper 4x4 floppy, and this year I finally pulled the trigger for a project. And I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. It's another one of those buy it once, cry once, and you never think of it again. I use it on every shoot now, and I already want a second one. This is part of the Matthews RoadFlag system, which I've been slowly building instead of buying all at once like an idiot, like most things I do. I've got the frame and an artificial silk right here, and now I have the floppy over here as my negative fill. It's super durable, folds out to a 48x96 in half floppy, which is great when you need to block more light or get even coverage across a subject. Also, you can do a top down, so you have top block and then a side block. This is one of my favorite purchases of 25, and I will almost definitely add another one in 2026. That's my list of best purchases I made in 2025 and how they helped me grow and get ready for a busy 2026. If you got something out of this video, drop a comment down below and tell me a purchase that you made this year that helped you out a ton. I'd love to hear about it. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.